good with y'all, man? Listen, bro. If you gotta chase her, she don't really like you. Don't waste your time, bros. I don't want y'all wasting y'all time. Something you need to understand about this chasing aspect. Women get mad about men not chasing it. Women get mad about that's only because they don't want you realizing your true worth. Okay, if you ask me, they want you to stay dumb. They want you to be oblivious to the fact. They want you to just be lost in the sauce. Just keeping it a bean with you. Because think about this. If you got a chick that's putting you on the back burner, meaning responding to you the next day or some shit, does that really seem like she trying to get up with you, bro? If you got to fight tooth and nail just to get up with the chick and then, make something happen, that just, nah, bro. You should feel like, nah, that's just not, that's it. Like, you could have met this chick, could have been perfect, and the situation was fine, but the disconnect a lot of times is with the linking up with her. And if you guys need help with that, talk to me, get a one-on-one session with me. We're going to get you right. It's not worth it to go out of your way to chase. Now, there's a certain aspect of pursuit. You give the effort. I'm not going to let it go past a certain situation, though, right? I have designated time. You as a valuable man, you should have designated time to interact with some booty. You should have designated time to get some pussy, your leisure time, right? Recess. We having fun. Like I've always said, bro, most of the time throughout the week, over 90% of the time, you are grinding. You're a man with goals. You got to grind. You're trying to level up. You got to grind. Okay? When you have time for women and you insert it there, it should not go past that. If a woman is sitting here wanting you to chase her, if she is telling you, oh, well, this is the time when I'm free, and you try to hit her up on the times where, you know what I'm saying, it's favorable for you and her, not just for her. You don't sacrifice, your valuable time is what I mean. And I've done this before, guys. It's been times where I've, met a chick and it was cool. It flowed. But I'm only trying to be with her that weekend. Past that weekend, as soon as midnight Sunday night hit, which is Monday, don't hit me up. I don't care how bad that bitch is. I don't care how fat that booty is. I am focused on the grind. So if I stay with her Sunday night, Monday morning, I'm waking up early as hell. I'm getting out of the guts, hop up out of the guts, back on the grind. That's what it's got to be. And there can't be, oh, well, he's not really communicating with me and he's not trying to see me more. The women that bug men about that type shit don't have a lot going on. They must not know what it means to really be on the motherfucking grind as a man. You just let them play along in their little fantasy land. La, 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 la. That's them. That's them. I'm used to having men chase me on. I'm used to having men drop everything from me. Let them suckers do that still then. They're out there. You got to find one of them. But now you're dealing with a real ass man. That's what they got to understand, bro. That's what they got to understand. And you have a choice, right? You got a choice. Oh, I can either be seen this way and viewed as a king or just a man with shit going on. I can be viewed as a prime aspect of what a man is and what he is striving to become. Or I can relinquish all my power and become one of these little beta males or little simps out here that just willing, waiting hand and foot for her. Or trying to bend over backwards just to get out with her one time. No, you got to communicate the right kind of energy so she sees you as this kind of guy, not this guy. You don't want to be seen as a weaker man because they don't value that time. That's why she's waiting a day and shit like that. Like I said, talk to me, bro. Talk to me because we got to set the record straight. You always have to make sure you keep your pimp hand strong. You always got to make sure it's foot on necks with these chicks. You got to make sure that you're prioritizing yourself to the point where she knows, okay, this ain't the guy that plays games. Like straight up. Like I told chicks straight up, like, okay, you must not really have shit going on because you expect, at any point in time for me to want to get up with you. I can't do that. You might have that availability bit, but that's not me. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. What they be saying? Oh, well, she's just going to find Another man to you worried about that, bro? You worried about her finding another man to you don't give a damn about another man and first off, you don't give a damn about what she's doing on her time. I got too much going on. You should have too much going on as a man to give a damn about all the other time that is occupied in her life because you got the time for the grind in your life. That's what you focused on. The only time you have for these women is the time you make for them, your leisure time, your recess time, recreational. That's when that stuff comes up. So she can't just be like, dictating when she responds, and that's taking forever. Does that seem like she's really interested? You know what I'm saying? Here's a further point than that. You should want the respect. You should get off on the respect that a woman gives you. In my opinion, you should get off on that shit. If it's like flaky kind of energy, if it's like energy where she's like, oh, he's a second, third option, because that's what it sounds like when a chick is waiting days upon days, unless she understands your schedule, right? And she knows, okay, this is the only time I'm gonna be able to get a response out of him. But you shouldn't have like an open-ended question that you sent her, and then she takes like a day to respond. That don't make any sense. That don't make no sense. That sounds like she's putting you on the back burner. That's some bullshit. That sounds like she's used to guys chasing her. Also sounds like she has plenty of options out there, but you can't be concerned with that. You can't be concerned as long as she's treating you with the respect, then you get up with her when you get up with her. And it has to be at the times where you're dictating. It has to be at the times where you're saying, okay, listen, I got time tomorrow night. Let's make something happen. And she has to be with it. If she's not with it, gone. And back to that. Okay, well, MJ, if she has a bunch of options, doesn't that mean that she's a hoe? Could possibly be that. Should you be concerned with that? See, are you categorizing her as wifey material the first time you meet her? You shouldn't be categorizing her as really, guilty until proven innocent. Like, that's how they treat us as men. So I'm treating them like, well, you a hoe until proven otherwise. So I expect this kind of behavior from these women until they show me, okay, well, when I'm not seeing you, this is what I'm doing. And that's not me asking. That's not me trying to pry the information. When these women are readily giving information out to you, like, oh yeah, I don't talk to other men, and you're the only guy I'm seeing, you're the only guy I want to be with, and you're the only, when they're doing that stuff, you're on the right path. You're coasting, you're taking your time with any woman that you introduce into your life, period. You're just taking your time. All right? You're taking your time. She has to show these things. She has to show these signs to you. She has to be attentive to the fact that I'm with a man that is on point, and I respect that about him. That makes her want to be with you more. That makes her want to fight for her spot. You know what I mean? That makes her want to be the only one. Okay, well, I told you I'm not messing with no other man. Well, what about you? You got other booties bouncing on you and shit. You got women sucking the soul out of you. Who's doing that to you? It better only be me. I like that aggression, baby. I like that. Good. See, I like that. Will I give her an answer right away? Probably not. You know, I'm going to let this temptation float out there. For women, this ain't a good tactic for you because that just makes you look like a whore. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be, well, I do kind of bounce on a few dicks around here. Okay, well, you just got disqualified in that man's mind. He ain't going to tell you shit. He ain't going to say nothing to you. He's going to be like, all right, I know where to put you. You're just going to stay in a hoe's place. That's it. Which is cool. See, the only time a man gets, I don't want to say butthurt, but the only time a lot of guys get the confusion and the anger and the rage about women is when they're trying to put all of them in this princess category of, you know, I've seen these movies, these Disney movies say that y'all are perfect and y'all are so pure, and you think that they're pure and you just put them automatically into, she's gonna be my wife, and you just met her. She danced with 3 other dudes before she saw you, and she might have sucked one of their dicks in a garage. You don't know. Okay, relax, bro. Take your time. Just don't be trying to chase them down because you don't know. Because you don't know them, there's no point in chasing them. The first thing you need to make sure you get is respect. We move for respect. All right? We do things out of respect as men. Start getting off on that. Start expecting that. Start wanting that from the women. It's shit like at this point, it ain't even about how bad the bitch is. For me. Like, yeah, I do like a bad bitch, but there's a lot of bad bitches out. There's more bad bitches out here than successful men. Remember that. Remember that. So what you in a rush for, homie? What you so pressed about? You know what I'm saying? Like, relax. You be good. We're good, bro. We good.
We locked in on this shit. We focus. We start at zero every day. But we go from zero to hero every fucking day, bro. We go from zero to hero every fucking day, though. That's how I like to keep it, man. That should keep you ambitious. How much did I achieve today? How much did I make today? How much did I do today? You just keep stacking them days, bro. Stack them days up. Stack them days up, kings. Stack them up, G. You know what I'm saying? We just keep winning.